part 2 million through part 2 million, 3.2 billion, gazillion of how the enemy tried to take me out at a very early age. So today we are talking about the female friendship. Okay, we're talking and discussing the female friendship. So at a very young age, I would say elementary up into sixth or seventh grade. Okay, elementary up until 6th or 7th grade. I had a bully who liked me and wanted to be my friend, and she was a girl. Okay, so I'm gonna say that better. My neighbor, she lived in the project next to me or whatever, like right down the sidewalk, and she liked me, and she would bully me, but also want to be my friend. And don't let nobody talk about me, because she gonna be, you know what I'm saying, she gonna protect me, but she also gonna bully me. And then when I don't want to be her friend no more, she gonna come to my window and tell me how she liked me and she loved me and she want to be with me. And I'm going to be like, oh my God, I don't like you like that. I thought we were friends. I thought you were my best friend. And she like, you are my best friend, but I want to be with you. Like, I love you. I'm in love with you. And we're little girls. So you have to understand my hesitancy whenever it comes to like female friendships. I'm very leery. I always have the bombastic side eye. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be my friend, but at the same time, do you want to be my friend, like, because you want to be my friend, or you want to be my lover? Because Jessica taught me that they can want to be your friend because they really want to be your lover, and that's the only way that they feel like they can get close to you. So they will camouflage themselves as friends so they can swoop in and try to be your girlfriend. So are you really trying to be my friend? You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to be my friend for real? Or like what? So that was my first experience with having a girl like me. And like I said, also bully me, but still want to be my friend. My best friend. Okay? At that. When me and her had our last falling out, that's when she finally came clean and told me how she really felt about me. Because up until that point, she was just my bully and my friend. She was that bully that I tried to befriend because I thought that if I befriend her, she wouldn't pick on me so much. She would be nicer, she would be kind or whatever. As an adult, God would explain to me that you can't be friends with demons. You know what I'm saying? You can't make friends with demons, because what your hope is that, okay, it'll lessen the blow. You know what I'm saying? It'll take the edge off. Maybe they'll change the way they see me, or maybe, they'll be nicer because I'm kinder to them. Just think about, the school kids, the nerds, and them being picked on at school. And so what they start doing is bringing candy to their bully because they hope their bully is nice today. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that's how it started for me at a very early age. So first was Jessica. This spirit showed up again in high school through a girl named Frances. I was working at Food Town, and, it was not my first job in, as a teenager. Not my first job as a teenager, a high schooler, if you will, because I'd worked at Astroworld. But we had just moved to a new neighborhood, and they had just opened the Food Town. And it's right over off of Beechnut and the Beltway, right? This is when they first opened it. Well, anyways, I met Frances there. And Frances, beautiful woman. She even had a daughter, beautiful. Oh my God. And Frances, pretended like she wanted to be my friend. And then when Ricky showed up, he got the job or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because they did a mass hiring, right? It's a new opening. So Ricky showed up, and Ricky liked me. I liked Ricky. And whenever he would come on my aisles, or, you know what I'm saying, I was stocking or he was stocking, and I was just like fixing stuff or whatever, or he would come to my cash register, Frances would show up at the bagging section, and she would bully me and Ricky. And I'd be like, I thought we were friends. Like, why are you trying to mess this up, girl? Like, Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to mess this up for me? You know what I mean? And that's when Frances let me know, like, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be my girlfriend. What? Wait, what? I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool, Frances. Where's you coming from out of left field? You know what I'm saying? Where's this coming from? Oh no, you gonna be my girl. And she was so aggressive. Like, she would try to pin me up whenever she would get me to myself. And I say, like, get me to myself, I mean, like, whenever I would be by myself and, you know, whether, like I said, fixing the shelves or doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? She would try to take those opportunities because she sees that I'm by myself. So she would try to brush up on me, or like whenever it was time for us to leave, you know what I'm saying, the store closes or whatever, and I'm waiting on my ride, I'm nervous as hell, you know what I'm saying? This is after she let me know that she really liked me, you know what I mean? Bullying me. I'm waiting for my ride or whatever, and she would try to keep her eye on me, you know what I'm saying? So she ain't leaving until I leave type shit, you know what I mean? And she knows that I'm there by myself, and so this is when she would try to be aggressive, and I'm like, look, Francis, I don't swing that way. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you gonna be with me. You gonna like me. I'm gonna turn you out. And so listen to me when I say that I'm very, I don't really know, because you might be, you know what I'm saying, you coming as my friend, but you might really want to be my man. I don't know. So that spirit showed up in Francis. And so I had this conversation with my mother, a little while back now, maybe like last year. I was just telling her about some of the experiences that I had as a little girl, specifically where women tried to take advantage of me, or older girls, or even just girls in general tried to take advantage of me. And I told her about a situation where somebody had hunched on me as a little girl. And she was just like, oh, well, when you're that young, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like you're just curious, da 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 da. And I told her, I was like, well, Mom, if a boy were to do that to another little boy, then we'd be screaming from the mountaintops at, you know what I'm saying, well, he's gay and this is homosexuality and so on and so forth. But you're talking about a little girl, and a little girl, well, they were curious. No, like, that's still, you know what I'm saying, that's still, let's be clear, it's a homosexual spirit there, you know what I'm saying? And even when I speak about Jessica lived in a home where her mother was with another woman. So she thought that this is what love is. She was just coming to me about what she perceived was natural. You know what I'm saying? This is natural to her. She thinks that this is the way love goes. You know what I'm saying? This is the way love goes, right? Like Janet Jackson say, like, but no, it's like she was just imitating what she saw in her home, you know? And so like I said, when I said that to my mother, I was just like, yeah, I just don't think that that's right. I feel like, especially because there was another situation where I had a relative who was older than me, like an older girl, do that to me while I was a little girl. I was younger. And so I told my mom about it or whatever. And so, like I said, as an older woman, though, as a woman, I told my mom about it. And you could tell that she was pretty disturbed about it, because this is like women that she would allow me to go to their home, you know what I'm saying? Like, and kick it and whatever. And so she was just like, I feel like she felt like she may have dropped the ball, you know what I'm saying, where protection is concerned. But needless to say, I'm saying all of this because, let me also say that, as a mother with my boys, I did not play that stay overnight, you know what I'm saying, with other people type shit. I did not play that. I don't want nobody staying over here, and no, you cannot go stay anywhere else, because of the experiences that I had. So I was a very strict mother, but that was one of the reasons why. So yeah, you know what I'm saying, part bazillion, gazillion, quadrillion, how the enemy tried to take me out as a very young girl, because obviously those situations shaped my perspective on female friendships. Bombastic side eye. Laughing, but not funny. Okay? For years, I would struggle with myself about what about me was attracting this spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being completely honest. I was questioning even my own sensuality, sexuality. Not that I've ever wanted to be with a woman, ever. When I say ever, but I questioned why they seemed to be attracted to me. Was it something that I was doing? Was it something that I was giving off an energy, or like the wrong impression, or like, I don't know. I just questioned myself. Like, what did I do for them to feel this way towards me and about me? And obviously the Lord God exposed to me just the demon, the spirit that is working in a lot of impoverished communities, I'll just put it that way. Spiritual impoverishment is a thing. Don't ever forget that.